At times, it feels like engine technology has reached its peak, that we've seen it all, tried it all. But then, out of nowhere, a company drops a breakthrough that shakes the entire automotive world. This time, that disruption has come from none other than Cummins, a name long associated with reliability and trust. Now, Cummins has introduced an engine that doesn't just offer better performance, but has the potential to completely transform the way we think about fuel and redefine the heavy-duty vehicle market. But this isn't just another engine release. Hidden within it is a bold new concept, a technology capable of challenging diesel, petrol, gas, and even hydrogen. It's so forward-looking and advanced that it caught even seasoned auto experts off guard. So the big question is this truly a game changer or just clever marketing? Cummins kept this project under wraps for months. No leaks, no hints. And now, out of the blue, they've unveiled an engine that's not only more powerful, but also incredibly clean and environmentally friendly, earning praise even from green energy advocates. So how exactly is this engine set to disrupt the industry? And what makes it worthy of being called a game changer? Before we dive into that, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you're always first to get updates on cutting-edge tech. Now, before we explore Cummins' latest innovation, let's rewind and look at the company's journey, how a small startup rose to become a global powerhouse. Because this breakthrough didn't happen overnight. It's the result of over a century of persistence, innovation, and an unshakable vision. Cummins was founded in 1919 in Columbus, a small town in Indiana, USA. At first glance, it appeared to be just another engine manufacturing company. But the vision of its founders, Klaus Lyle Cummins, a mechanic with a deep passion for performance and technology, and his partner William Gleaton, was far more ambitious. Klaus firmly believed that diesel engines had the potential to revolutionize not only heavy machinery, but also everyday transportation. In the early years, the company faced significant challenges. Diesel engines were unfamiliar to most people, and petrol engines dominated the market. Cummins struggled financially, but the founders remained committed. In the 1930s, they decided to showcase their diesel-powered vehicles by driving them cross-country from New York to Los Angeles, a bold publicity move that proved these engines were fast, reliable, and cost-effective. That was the turning point. From there, Cummins began to rise steadily. During World War II, the company supplied diesel engines to the military, further boosting its reputation and strengthening its manufacturing capabilities. By the 1950s, Cummins had earned its place as the most trusted name in truck and bus engines across the United States. The company didn't stop there. It soon expanded internationally, first into Latin America, then Europe, and eventually Asia. One of its most pivotal moves was its entry into India. In 1962, Cummins partnered with the Tata Group to form Tata Cummins in Pune. This joint venture sparked a revolution in India's transport sector, offering truck and bus operators a reliable engine that could handle long-distance journeys without constant breakdowns. Over time, Cummins expanded far beyond just the transport sector in India. The company made its mark in railways, construction, power generation, and even marine engines. What truly set Cummins apart was its refusal to rely on a single product line. From the beginning, it prioritized research and development, constantly working to boost fuel efficiency and pioneer cleaner, more environmentally friendly technologies. Today, Cummins operates in over 190 countries and holds thousands of patents. It's no longer just an engine manufacturer. The company is deeply involved in hybrid and electric power systems, hydrogen fuel cells, and even advanced software solutions. Cummins has become a key player in the global supply chain, with manufacturing plants spread across the US, UK, China, India, Brazil, and Germany. And perhaps most notably, the company has evolved its mission. It's no longer just about delivering power, but delivering smart, sustainable, and future-ready energy solutions. So, what exactly is this new engine from Cummins that's causing such a stir? What makes it stand out so sharply from everything else on the market? The engine in question is called the X15N. While the name may sound technical, it's the performance and innovation behind it that's earning all the attention. First revealed to the world in 2023, the X15N has been in the spotlight ever since. Now that production ramps up and deliveries begin, both industry insiders and major companies are calling it a game changer. You're probably wondering what makes the X15N engine such a hot topic right now. The answer lies in Cummins' forward-thinking approach. This engine is a product of next-generation innovation. It's not your typical diesel engine. In fact, it doesn't use diesel or petrol at all. Instead, it runs on cleaner fuels like CNG or RNG, and that's exactly what sets it apart from the rest. At first, the X15N was only revealed at select auto events and expos, where it was treated as a prototype. But now that production has officially begun and major trucking companies are preparing to integrate it into their fleets, it's clear that Cummins has made a bold and perfectly timed move. So, who is this engine actually built for? The answer is heavy-duty commercial vehicles, the backbone of the logistics world. These are the trucks and machines that transport massive loads every day, covering long distances and keeping supply chains running smoothly. That includes long-haul trucks, massive trailers, intercity buses, mining machinery, construction vehicles, and even railway engines. The Cummins X15N was purpose-built for these demanding roles, combining powerful performance with lower operational costs. With a power output ranging from 400 to 500 horsepower, it delivers more than enough strength to handle even the toughest jobs. Now, just imagine if this level of power can come from CNG or renewable gas instead of diesel, the savings could be massive. And the best part? There's no trade-off in performance. Cummins' strategy is crystal clear. In the near future, companies that manage large fleets of trucks and buses will need engines that are not only powerful, but also fuel-efficient and cost-effective. With fuel prices climbing every day and governments encouraging a shift toward cleaner energy, the timing couldn't be better. That's where the X15N strikes the perfect balance, combining strong performance, economic efficiency, and environmental responsibility in one package. Another major advantage is its compatibility. Cummins has designed the X15N to fit seamlessly into existing truck models. So, if a company wants to upgrade from diesel, there's no need to replace the entire vehicle, just swap in the new engine. This retrofitting capability is one of the reasons the X15N is gaining such popularity. And it doesn't stop there. The X15N is also easier and cheaper to maintain. Since it doesn't emit black smoke like diesel engines and lacks many of the heavy, old-school components, the upkeep is simpler and more affordable. For truck drivers, this means fewer trips to the service station, a huge relief on the road. Cummins has built this engine with global logistics hubs in mind, markets like the US, Canada, Europe, and India, where commercial transport is massive. In India especially, where CNG infrastructure has expanded from urban centers to highways, the X15N is poised to gain momentum quickly. And Cummins isn't stopping here. The company also plans to scale this technology into smaller and mid-range engines to serve broader segments of the bus and public transport sectors. The X15N engine isn't just a new product, it represents a major shift in direction. It signals that the future of heavy-duty transportation lies not in diesel, but in clean, green fuel alternatives. And Cummins is positioning itself to lead this transformation. When it comes to what truly sets the X15N apart, the answer lies in one key area: fuel flexibility. As fuel prices rise and environmental concerns grow, the world is increasingly demanding vehicles that are both cost-efficient and eco-friendly. With this in mind, Cummins developed the X15N with multi-fuel capability. Unlike traditional engines limited to petrol or diesel, this engine can run on a range of cleaner fuels, including natural gas, CNG, biogas, and renewable gas. And looking ahead, Cummins is preparing it to support hydrogen fuel as well. The company's vision is clear. The future belongs to engines that can adapt to multiple fuel sources. Governments in major markets like the US, Germany, and India are already pushing for a shift away from fossil fuels toward more sustainable options. That's why the X15N has arrived at the perfect moment, offering not only current compatibility with CNG and RNG, but also the potential to run entirely on hydrogen in the near future, all without requiring major modifications. So, how does the X15N perform when running on a clean fuel like hydrogen? Well, early trials have shown promising results. When used correctly with hydrogen, the engine not only runs smoothly, but also achieves near-zero carbon emissions. In other words, it delivers solid performance without emitting smoke or pollutants. As hydrogen fueling infrastructure expands in the coming years, the popularity of this engine is expected to grow even more. Now let's dive into the most critical aspect: power and performance. An engine is only truly successful if it can give drivers full confidence that it has the strength to handle any task, and the X15N checks that box completely. It generates a powerful 400 to 500 horsepower, more than enough to drive long-haul trucks and heavy-duty vehicles with ease. In terms of torque, the X15N doesn't disappoint either. It provides exceptional pulling power from the get-go, making it effortless to start up, climb steep roads, or haul heavy cargo. The engine is engineered to deliver high power even at lower RPMs, which means fewer gear shifts and smoother driving. Plus, it's built for endurance, running longer without stops, leading to fewer breakdowns and more consistent performance. Let's talk mileage. When powered by natural gas, the X15N offers around 10 to 15% better fuel efficiency compared to diesel. And the savings don't stop there. CNG and RNG cost significantly less than diesel, making daily operations more economical. This is especially valuable for long-distance transport, where fuel costs quickly add up. That's why logistics companies are showing strong interest in this engine. Another key advantage is its durability and low maintenance. Cummins has integrated advanced engineering materials and modern thermal management systems into the X15N. As a result, the engine resists overheating and continues to perform reliably over extended periods. It also has longer service intervals, meaning fewer trips to the workshop, another win for both operators and drivers. The X15N engine is significantly more durable than traditional diesel engines and is designed to cut down overall operational costs. Cummins engineered it to run reliably for 10 to 15 years, a remarkable feat especially in an era where fuel technologies are constantly evolving. What's more impressive is its adaptability. If you're using CNG today, you can switch to hydrogen or biogas in the future, all without replacing the entire engine. This makes the X15N more than just a powerful engine, it's a future-proof solution. It's ideal for long-haul truckers or fleet operators looking to transition toward cleaner energy. Power, performance, fuel versatility, and dependability. It brings all of these together in one impressive package. Now, let's look under the hood. What's new in the technology? Whenever a new engine hits the market, one of the first questions people ask is, what's different about it? The X15N isn't just a rebranded version of an old model. It's packed with cutting-edge tech designed to lead the transport industry for the next decade or more. Let's start with its thermal management system. Older diesel engines often struggled with overheating, especially during long hauls or under heavy loads. But the X15N features an advanced cooling system that keeps temperatures well regulated. This allows the engine to perform longer without strain, which not only boosts fuel efficiency but also significantly extends the engine's lifespan. Now let's look at one of the smartest features of the X15N, its intelligent control unit and engine software. This engine is fully software monitored. When extra load is detected or torque drops, the control unit automatically adjusts engine settings in real time. No input needed from the driver. On top of that, it's equipped with an AI-powered monitoring system that constantly analyzes the vehicle's performance. If anything unusual is detected, it immediately sends alerts. All of this is linked via cloud-based tracking, giving fleet managers and truck owners access to live data from engine health to fuel usage and maintenance schedules, anytime, anywhere. Now let's tackle a major question. What about cost? How does the X15N compare to a traditional diesel engine? It's true that the upfront cost of the X15N is higher, mainly because it uses advanced technology and supports green fuels. But the real value shows up in daily operations, especially for trucks that travel hundreds of kilometers a day. That's where fuel and maintenance costs really add up. Since the X15N runs on CNG or biogas, both of which are much cheaper than diesel, companies can see savings of around 15 to 20% per kilometer. For a fleet of 100 trucks driving 300 to 400 kilometers daily, this translates to potential monthly savings in the lakhs. And it's not just about fuel. This engine breaks down less often, its parts last longer, and service intervals are extended. That means fewer garage visits and less downtime, a win for both cost efficiency and reliability. A natural question that comes up is whether this engine can be installed in older trucks. In other words, is retrofitting possible? The answer is a clear yes. Cummins specifically designed the X15N with this in mind, so companies don't need to replace their entire truck to switch to clean energy. All they need to do is replace the old engine. With a few basic adjustments, the same vehicle can be back on the road, running cleaner and more efficiently. Retrofitting involves removing the old engine, installing the new one, and tweaking the rest of the truck's setup to support it. What makes the X15N ideal is its modular design. Its components are made to fit into various truck models. While some customization might be required depending on the vehicle, it's still far more affordable and practical than buying a brand new truck. Cummins is already establishing retrofitting centers in countries like India, the US, and across Europe, where governments are pushing to phase out older diesel vehicles. Since transitioning an entire fleet to electric vehicles, EVs, at once isn't realistic for many, this kind of retrofit technology becomes an extremely valuable stepping stone. But another key question arises. Even if this engine is powerful and eco-friendly, are we actually ready for the kind of fuel it needs? If the X15N runs on CNG, biogas, or hydrogen, is there enough fueling infrastructure worldwide to support these trucks? It's a fair and important concern, and while the answer isn't simple, there is reason to be optimistic. Let's start with CNG, currently the most widely used fuel option for the X15N engine. In the U.S., especially in states like California, Texas, and New York, the number of CNG stations is steadily rising. Public transport systems and school buses in these areas already operate on CNG, making it easier to expand the fueling infrastructure. Additionally, many logistics companies are setting up their own private CNG stations along highways to keep their fleet operations running smoothly. In Europe, the situation is also promising. Countries like Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and France are aggressively pushing towards clean energy. The European Union has already allocated billions of euros to expand hydrogen fuel stations across the continent. Trucking companies are now considering hybrid fueling strategies, using CNG where it's available and switching to diesel or hydrogen as a backup when it's not. Now shifting focus to Asia, particularly India and China, the CNG infrastructure is expanding rapidly. India alone has over 6,000 CNG stations, and this number is expected to surpass 10,000 in the coming years. The Indian government is actively promoting clean transportation through dedicated initiatives for CNG and electric charging stations along highways and expressways. What's especially significant is the size of India's logistics sector. With rising fuel costs, CNG is being adopted at a fast pace by transport companies looking for cost-effective alternatives. As for hydrogen, development is progressing more slowly. Hydrogen remains a relatively new and expensive fuel, and refueling stations are still limited. In the US and Japan, these stations are only available in select cities, and Europe is still in the early stages of expansion. However, countries like Germany and Japan are treating hydrogen as a key fuel for the future, with plans to build hundreds of new stations in the next 5 years. Cummins is fully aware of this transition. That's why the company hasn't just stopped at engine development, it's also working on building a strong support network, both in terms of servicing and fueling infrastructure, to ensure the X15N can succeed on a global scale. Cummins is revolutionizing its after-sales support by deploying a highly trained team of engineers, equipped with mobile service units and advanced real-time support systems, stationed wherever their engines are in use. This cutting-edge setup means that even if a vehicle experiences a breakdown in some of the most remote and hard-to-reach locations, the Cummins team can instantly pinpoint its GPS location and dispatch rapid assistance to get it up and running without delay. This commitment to seamless service is transforming reliability standards in the heavy machinery and transportation sectors. But Cummins isn't stopping there. The company has strategically partnered with leading fuel distribution networks to ensure a steady and accessible supply of clean fuels like compressed natural gas, CNG, and looking ahead, hydrogen as well. Their ambitious goal is to establish at least one dependable fuel support station within 100 kilometers of every customer by 2026. This infrastructure push guarantees that customers won't just have powerful engines, they'll also have the fuel security to keep those engines performing at their best, no matter where they operate. This progress naturally raises an important question. In a world increasingly driven by electric vehicles, where the spotlight is on battery power and zero emissions, what role will Cummins' X15N engine, powered by CNG, biogas, or hydrogen, play? Are these technologies in direct competition, or can they coexist? To clarify, it's crucial to understand the shared goal behind both paths. EVs are celebrated for promoting clean energy, reducing pollution, and minimizing maintenance hassles through battery power. Cummins' X15N engine echoes this vision, but takes a different route, leveraging gas fuels to achieve similar environmental and efficiency benefits. While one runs silently on batteries, the other harnesses the power of alternative gases. Both technologies, though distinct, are driving toward a cleaner, greener future, addressing different needs and markets along the way. Now, here's something worth thinking about. If an engine can cover long distances without diesel at a lower cost and with minimal environmental impact, does that reduce the urgency for electric vehicles? The answer isn't black and white, it's more nuanced. One of the biggest hurdles for EV technology, especially in the commercial trucking space, is the lack of widespread charging infrastructure, the limited battery range, and the heavy weight of electric powertrains. For long-haul trucks that travel hundreds of kilometers daily, EVs still face serious practical challenges. Charging takes time, batteries are expensive, and the range often doesn't meet the demands of logistics companies. This is where Cummins' X15N engine enters the scene, not as a direct rival to EVs, but as a smart, timely alternative. It addresses the very gaps EVs struggle with today: Until electric trucks become more practical, reliable, and scalable, engines like the X15N offer a transitional solution, ideal for fleets that want to leave diesel behind but aren't yet ready to fully commit to electric. Now the question arises, will this slow down the momentum of EV technology? The answer is not entirely, but it could delay widespread EV adoption in the heavy-duty segment. Fleet operators will naturally gravitate toward options that are cost-effective, have proven reliability, and don't require a whole new infrastructure. At this moment, natural gas and hydrogen-powered engines offer that reliability in a way EVs don't, especially for large commercial vehicles. But this strategic move by Cummins could be just the push the EV industry needs. With a strong alternative now in the market, EV manufacturers will be forced to accelerate improvements in battery technology, charging speed, and range efficiency. In the end, this isn't a battle of one technology replacing the other, it's a healthy competition. And it's this competition that will ultimately drive innovation, offering the logistics world multiple clean, powerful, and cost-efficient options. Cummins isn't turning its back on the EV revolution, far from it. The company is already investing in hydrogen fuel cells, electric drivetrains, and hybrid power systems. Their approach isn't about choosing sides between gas and electric, it's about balance. They believe in using whatever technology fits best for the job. So the bigger picture is this. Cummins' X15N engine represents a powerful new option. It's for those who aren't ready to switch to EVs yet, but still want a cleaner, more efficient, and powerful alternative. This engine isn't here to replace EV technology. Instead, it's here to push it forward, challenging the industry to innovate faster and better. In short, if you think the future will run only on batteries, not quite yet. But if you're wondering whether a clean fuel engine can stand toe-to-toe with EVs, the answer is a definite yes. Who's Cummins really competing with? Now that Cummins has introduced the X15N, the question is, who are they really up against? Is this engine just a rival to Indian manufacturers like Tata or Ashok Leyland? Or are global giants like Tesla, BYD, and Toyota also feeling the pressure? The reality is, Cummins is quietly but confidently challenging the biggest names in the game. On one side, you've got Tesla's fully electric semi-truck. Then there's Toyota doubling down on hydrogen engines. And of course, BYD, a leader in electric buses and long-haul trucks. But despite all their strengths, these brands face a common set of hurdles: limited battery range, long charging times, and high upfront costs. The brilliance of Cummins' X15N lies in its simplicity. No battery charging hassles, no need for expensive EV infrastructure. It's a plug-and-play solution. Just fill it with CNG and hit the road. It eliminates the high cost of EVs and avoids the complexities of hydrogen fuel cells, offering a practical, efficient alternative that works right now. In many ways, this move by Cummins sends a clear message to companies like Tesla and BYD, especially in the transport and logistics sector, where cost-cutting is everything. If there's an engine that's cleaner than diesel and more affordable than electric, why wouldn't fleet operators go for it? Now let's talk about Indian manufacturers like Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland. For them, the arrival of the X15N could be a serious challenge. While they're still navigating between traditional diesel and electric technologies, Cummins has introduced a third path, one that's clean, cost-effective, and already proving itself. To add to that, many government-backed transport and infrastructure projects are also shifting toward CNG-based engines. And if this trend continues, it could put significant pressure on Tata, Ashok Leyland, and other domestic players to rethink their strategy. Simply put, Cummins is no longer just a conventional engine maker. It has quietly stepped into a new league, standing toe-to-toe with the most advanced players in electric and hydrogen vehicle technology. While companies like Tesla dominate headlines with high-profile product launches and bold promises, Cummins has taken a different route, focusing on substance over spotlight. It doesn't rely on viral marketing campaigns or celebrity CEOs. Instead, it lets its engineering innovation, real-world performance, and practical solutions speak for themselves. And that's exactly what's happening now. The X15N isn't just a new product. It's a signal that the combustion engine still has untapped potential in the clean energy era. In an industry obsessed with battery packs and ultra-fast charging, Cummins has reminded everyone that there are other viable, scalable paths to a greener future. A fuel-flexible, affordable, and powerful engine like this could serve as a crucial bridge for logistics companies that can't afford the high upfront cost or operational limitations of current EV trucks. More importantly, this isn't just about one engine. It's about a shift in mindset. Cummins is showing the world that innovation doesn't always have to mean reinventing the wheel. Sometimes it means improving the engine, making it cleaner, smarter, and more compatible with the real-world conditions logistics fleets face every day. So yes, while the world has been fixated on battery packs and hydrogen cells, Cummins has been quietly building an alternative, one that's practical, powerful, and ready right now. And perhaps that's the most powerful kind of disruption, the one that doesn't make the most noise, but delivers where it matters the most, on the road. When it comes to engines, one of the biggest concerns today is environmental impact. But Cummins' new X15N engine flips that concern on its head. Unlike traditional diesel engines, the X15N runs on cleaner fuels like CNG, biogas, and renewable natural gas, making it significantly more eco-friendly. In fact, it can cut carbon emissions by up to 90%, and when running on renewable gas, it can even achieve near net zero emissions. That means this engine isn't just easier on your wallet, it's also far gentler on the planet. Its clean credentials align perfectly with the goals of the Paris Climate Accord, which aims to reduce global warming and greenhouse gases. It also supports corporate ESG commitments, environmental, social, and governance, making it an ideal choice for companies looking to reduce their carbon footprint. As for adoption, some major names have already taken notice. In the U.S., logistics giants like PepsiCo, Amazon, and UPS are testing the engine in their fleets. In Europe, transport leaders like DB Schenker and DPD are exploring it, while in India, several government bus operators and private logistics firms have already completed trials. Even metro cities in China, with their strong CNG infrastructure, have shown interest in the X15N. On the public sector side, both the U.S. and Indian governments are planning to incorporate this engine into public transportation, sanitation services, and municipal fleets. In short, the X15N is no longer just a private sector innovation. It's becoming a part of government operations as well. If you enjoy updates on groundbreaking tech like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next time with another game-changing innovation.